Today we're going to look at the Bobcats based on the 1988 Cincinnati Bengals. The Bobcats feature a West Coast offense and an average 3-4 defense. Their strengths include attacking, hurry-up offense, and strong running and play-action passing. They have two special rules. One is actually a negative, it's called slow start, and the other is a very strong positive called attack offense. The Bobcats feature three offensive formations. I-form is their run heavy. Pro set is their balanced formation, and ace doubles is their pass-heavy formation. You'll notice that they have very strong run values in all three of their formations. On defense, the Bobcats have three formations, but they only have two cards out of dime. They have 4 out of 3-4, which is their run heavy, 4 cards out of nickel, which is their balanced, and only 2 cards in dime, which is their pass-heavy. Let's start with the slow start rule, where all first quarter passes by the Bobcats offense are low accuracy. Let's pick up the action at the beginning of the game. It's first quarter. Bobcats have the ball 1st and 5 from their own 25, and just as a reminder, they have slow start, which means all of their first quarter pass plays are low accuracy for the Bobcats offense. They're going to come out passing, though. They're going to come out with a slip screen, special pass, and that's going to go up against a man-to-man defense. No breakaway here. 4 on 2 will be a gain of 2, and as you can see on this card, there is no low accuracy. However, because it is the first quarter, there is low accuracy applied to the pass, and unfortunately this defense run card, which is a red card, is going to invalidate this pass. Even if the Bobcats wanted to burn a challenge flag to ignore this card, they could not. As we all know, the low accuracy restriction cannot be canceled by a challenge flag. So in this case, the pass is incomplete, and they move to second down. The team that inspired the Bobcats, the 1988 Cincinnati Bengals, had a unique type of offense that really pushed the envelope for its time as far as creating hurry-up mismatches. They had an attack offense where they would rush up to the line of scrimmage and actually set up in their formation before they called the play. They'd look around, see what the defense was doing, then they would call their play at the line and then run the play. This was to prevent the opponent from being able to substitute on defense. As a result, the attack offense works like this. Every drive, the Bobcats offense can spend a meeple to lock the defensive play card. This is after the defense has used its card and the offense knows exactly which 2 plays are on that card. The Bobcats can force their opponent to use that card again on the next down. Let's pick up the action now in the second quarter. The Bobcats are leading 7-3 and have the ball on offense. Second down and 3 from the 35. They're going to come out in a pro set, which is a short pass, and the nickel is a 2-man under. Obviously, the Lightning were looking for a long pass, came out with a short pass. This is going to be a minimum gain of 1. And unfortunately, that is a bang-bang collision, so it's actually incomplete. But on third down, what the Bobcats can immediately do is go attack. They can take their meeple and place it on top of the ball marker, which then indicates to their opponent, you cannot change this play. So this is locked down. We discard this card. It is third down, and the opponent will take this card back into their hand. But this is the only card that the opponent can use. So as the Bobcats, we know that they are either going to call wide run or 2-man under. As a result, we will go into our deck and find the perfect play call for that, which is halfback counter. Take a look. If the halfback counter goes up against a 2-man under, it'll be a gain of 4. If they call wide run, it's a gain of 2, but finesse run beats a wide run, so this is an automatic breakaway. So we're either going to get 2 and a breakaway, or we're going to get 4. The defense, of course, can make its own decision. They don't have to show you which one they're going to use. But as the offense, we know which one we are going to call. And so we will place our card down on the board. They'll place theirs. We'll see how the game of chess works out. Of course, we're going to call halfback counter, and they call 2-man under. They wanted to make sure they don't give up a breakaway. So in this instance, it is a minimum gain of 4, plus 1 for the juke move. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a huge run down to the 40 by catching the defense in a mismatch out of position. You'll notice that the Bobcats have a requirement that if they are at home, they get to do that twice per drive. However, if they're on the road, they only get 1 activation. This is per drive, so on their next drive, it will refresh and they'll have that ability again. We'll pick up the action now in the third quarter. The score is 14-13. The Bobcats have the ball at the opponent's 40. It is 1st and 4. They're coming out in an ace doubles, running a medium pass, and that's going to go up against a tight run. It's a very good matchup for them. 6-on-2 is going to be a gain of 4. Let's see what the game day gives us. And it is a pump fake +1, so this is actually a 4 plus 1. So that's a first down to the 15. And just like that, the Bobcats are going to want to press their advantage by using their attack offense. So they're going to discard this, and this card, notice before anything else has occurred, this card is now locked in. The defense can only use this card. And so as we see, it's either tight run or press. So the Bobcats will go get their perfect play call. And in this instance, the opponent knows that this call is probably going to blow up tight run or press. It's not going to be good for them. So the opponent is actually going to take a timeout. By taking a timeout, it allows the Bobcats to pull one card back into their hand, just like normal, but it also removes this attack offense token. Now, it does not invalidate the attack offense token. As you can see, a timeout cancels the attack, but that meeple is still active on this drive. You do have to use that after a successful play. So coming out of a timeout, you won't have the attack offense. The timeout essentially allows them. The opponent can now discard that card, and they can pull any of the 10 defensive cards that they have. This is the only recourse that the opponent has against the attack offense, and so sometimes they will burn timeouts just to get out of a bad situation, allow themselves to do a defensive substitution. The Bobcats' defense lacks high-value plays. Their offense starts slow and is less effective on the road than at home, but that attack offense is seriously, seriously powerful. One of the most exciting things about it is really just looking at whether you want to try to create a breakaway with your matchup or whether you just want to look at the valuations on the cards. If the opponent happens to put up a defense, say a dime coverage, where there's very little run support, you can use the attack offense to then pull a high value run card and gash them up the middle for 15 or 20 yards. It's really up to you, but the Bobcats are super fun to play.